Welcome back to Laughs After Loss. I'm Emma.
And I'm Robin.
And we have the most special guest for you guys today. You know the deal here at Laughs After Loss. We like to laugh.
We like to laugh and cry.
You're supposed to say cry. You're like,
Oh.
double laugh and cry.
Well, I'd rather laugh more than I cry, Emma.
We'll do all of the above. You know we always will. But our guest today has flown in all the way from Arizona to be here for our podcast. You know her from her amazing content, handling grief and doing it all with humor. You know her as Shay from Tanner. And Shay, please welcome Shay to the podcast.
Yay!
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited to be here and laugh.
We're thrilled that you came all this way to see us. It means so much to us.
And we were just saying on the way over here, like, this is the most prepared we've felt for a podcast because we spent so much time together. We can let everybody know. We picked Shay up from the airport yesterday and we spent the day together. And I was like sitting in the car like, oh my God, we should have been recording this.
I know.
It was great yesterday.
It was great content.
Save it for the podcast.
Yeah, but now I don't even remember what we talked about. So that's good because we're starting over then, I guess.
So we'll do it all. We'll do it all again.
Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready, Emma?
I'm ready to roll now.
Shay, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, we like to start every podcast. We were in grief groups, as I'm sure. Have you been in grief groups? Like
I have
widow
not.
groups? No.
No. I mean, I have
So
widow.
much
I have
fun.
widow groups,
Oh,
but
good. Well,
it's not
that's a
technically.
But widow groups are kind of grief.
Yeah, it's not like the formal sit down. It's like go to a restaurant and talk about really dark things together. That's what we
Like
do.
social outings.
Yeah, social outings.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So we were in like grief groups. And the one thing we did to start every grief group was we said our name, who died, and a pearl and an onion, a good thing and a bad thing.
Mhm.
So we like to kick off every episode with our guest introducing themselves and you giving us a pearl and an onion, a good thing and a bad thing for your day, week, month, year, however you're feeling. So I'm going to kick it off to you.
Okay, let's do it. Wait, so do I don't need to do the introduce and who died? Do I need to talk about that?
If you want to.
I would think so.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. It kind of feels like an AA meeting.
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, okay. So I'm Shay. Hi, Shay. I lost my husband Tanner last summer. And let's see, a pearl would be that my daughter Amy Lou turned a year in May, and it was really fun. It was like a strawberry themed birthday party. I went all out as the
As you
moms do
should,
in
yes.
Utah. They go all out. We did a butterfly release for Tanner at her birthday party.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really
That's so
sweet.
sweet.
That is so
Yeah.
sweet.
And
And a great idea.
yes.
Yeah, write that one down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I
all the
will.
like special things I want to do like a butterfly release for. So like a way of it including Tanner.
Were butterflies like a special thing for you guys?
So I read the book Signs after Tanner died. Have you guys read that book?
I've heard of it. And
Yeah.
a lot of my widow friends have read it. And they like dimes and all different stuff.
Yeah, it's
Some like
so good.
butterflies.
Yes. So I saw a lot of white butterflies after Tanner died. And so that's kind of been like one of my signs that I get from Tanner's butterflies. And so it's also my way of including him in things.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. So that's the pearl. The onion is that I'm not looking forward to Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like last Father's Day was really, really bad. It was right before Tanner died. And it was also the day he decided to go on hospice.
Oh.
So I really not looking forward to that this
No.
on
Do you think
Sunday.
that I think we have a lot of anticipatory grief, I like to call it, for these big anniversaries,
Mhm.
holidays, all of that stuff. Would you say you're dreading Father's Day more than the anniversary of his death?
Yes, I think there's more trauma from Father's Day. Like his death was the actual event of him dying was peaceful, but the 10 days leading up to was a lot of trauma and
Yeah.
like hell, honestly. Hospice was horrible. I hated it.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah,
So
there's
that's
a lot of trauma in that.
And how do you, because you and Tanner made content through everything.
Yeah.
how were you able to balance making content and, normalizing death and grief and showing people that, you could show people you could almost have fun with this
Yeah.
in a way, right?
Yeah.
How were you kind of able to balance that with like the actual trauma going on in your life?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that it is and was trauma for me to go through all of that in the 5 years. I feel like the hospice was, like, the most traumatic experience of my entire life. Um, but before that, Tanner is very, he's very lighthearted and everything's just well, he used a lot of dark humor. So, it was kind
And
of
we
his
love
way.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
know you guys do. Have you seen his announcing his own death? Have you
I
seen that
did.
video?
Did.
Yeah. So,
Good move.
I know.
It felt to me like, is this really real?
Yeah.
Because of how energetic he was and,
I know.
upbeat.
Well, I mean, he's like, "If you're watching this, I'm dead."
Yes,
And then he
exactly.
laughs.
Exactly.
And when did you guys record that in relation to when he actually died?
So he recorded that on his own separate from me.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, he probably recorded that in I would say maybe January of that year.
Oh, wow.
And then he died in June.
Okay.
So, yeah, he just was wanting to get it out of the way, getting it recorded. So I had it and we never really knew. Like, there were some times where he went into the hospital and I thought, like, he's going to die. So I think he was just having it just in case for me to post.
It was like one of those moments that you see in movies, of like the whole family sitting around the table and they're playing the video and it's like, if you're seeing this, I am dead.
Yes.
And here's who
Yeah.
is in my will.
Yes.
Now you have to go on a treasure hunt.
Oh my gosh,
to
yes.
find
What's
it.
that movie? What is that movie?
There was Knives Out did
Yes,
it.
Knives Out.
Knives
yes.
Out did it,
Oh,
yeah.
Tanner
I love
loved
that
that
movie.
movie.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, Tanner loved that movie. And the other one's is it called The Glass Onion?
Yes.
Yes, he loved those.
I mean, that's kind of what he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what he did.
Yeah, he
Remind
didn't
me of
send
that.
me on a hunt. Rude.
Yeah, very rude.
Rude.
But now you were telling us he did leave you some things for after he died.
Yes, he did. So, yeah, I was telling you, Tanner loved attention. He's
getting it.
He
Yeah.
is getting it even after he's dead. Like, he loved being the center of attention, being the spotlight. I actually don't like it. It's uncomfortable
Really?
for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I've continued it because I know that Tanner really likes it. But it does make me uncomfortable to have all of these eyes on me.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're doing it for Tanner and we're memorializing him. So it's for him and that makes me feel better. But he sent me on TikTok. I didn't remember this, but I was scrolling through my TikTok feed and I started, not my feed, the messages that
The
he sends me.
DMs? Yeah.
And I started seeing all these videos that he had sent me of like wives whose husbands had died and these like reels or TikToks that they made of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, Tanner had been sending me ideas to do once he's died.
Oh my God. And
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about, is it really difficult now to be doing, all of this by yourself because it's a big job? And how do you get motivated? Do these videos motivate you? Oh, Tanner left me this idea. I've got to do it.
That is motivating for me because that is a connection with me to Tanner. Like, oh, I know like he really liked this idea and now I can like, do it. But honestly, like recently I've been feeling really burnt out because I am doing it all by myself.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that don't do content creation how much of a mental load it is.
Yes, absolutely.
Like constantly trying to think of ideas, constantly trying to engage your audience. Like,
well, and it's putting your life out there too.
yeah, it's very vulnerable.
Yeah,
It is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But like having this special connection with Tanner, even now, of this content, like I like to say, our relationship with our loved one doesn't end when they die.
Yeah.
It just changes.
Yeah.
Right. So now you have this whole new relationship with him, but it sounds like he's still very much part of the content business.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he also told me that he wants me to still make TikToks with him. So like I try to find trends, like couple trends where I
Yeah.
can still make content with him. And that like, that feels good to me. Like, that's a way I'm continuing his legacy, is continuing to help him be in the spotlight like he liked.
And your daughter's gonna have all of this,
Yeah.
which is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't realize it, but you love all the videos we have of your dad,
Yeah,
right?
and it's just like home videos then.
Yeah.
And now your daughter's going to have all these videos, and Tanner left a lot for her, right?
Yeah, she did, which I don't post those on social
Yeah.
media. But yeah, he left her like videos where he is talking to her specifically, where he's singing to her happy birthday. Let's see what else. Reading her books. We have like videos of him reading books.
Did
So-
he I know some people like pre-record or like write letters or something for like to open on this day
Yep.
or to see on this day. Did he leave any of that?
Yeah, so he like hand wrote, which his handwriting was horrible, but especially after cancer and having like neuropathy in his
Oh.
hands.
Oh.
But yeah, he hand wrote a letter for her to read when she gets married.
Oh.
Yeah. So I will have that. It's really sweet.
Oh, that is so sweet.
That's so
That is
special to
so
have.
sweet. Speaking of the baby, because she's still a baby,
Mm-hmm.
I got my teeth cleaned today.
Good job.
And I
So
know
proud.
this doesn't sound like the baby, but on the
like
way,
the most random topic. She was like, I'm gonna ask her about
Well-
baby teeth.
well,
I was like,
on the
oh,
way-
okay.
well, on the way to get my teeth cleaned on the radio, they were talking about baby teeth.
Okay.
And what do people do with baby teeth when kids lose their teeth? I know she probably doesn't even have any teeth yet.
Oh no, she's got teeth.
Oh, she's got
She's
teeth.
got 8 teeth, 4 on
8
top,
teeth.
4 on bottom, and she bites.
And she bites
Yeah.
too. Wow.
Tanner was a biter.
Oh, she
Well, that
inherited
sounds
that.
weird. He was a biter when he was younger.
Yeah,
Not
I
as
got
an
it.
adult.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think an adult, but now that you put that
I
in
did.
my mind.
I was like, oh, okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
Emma, the question is, so mothers seem to save their babies' teeth.
Mhm.
And so, I did do that. And I
You
had them in a
did?
special thing, but you don't know this is a true confession. I don't know which ones were yours or Sam's.
I knew that,
Oh, did you?
obviously.
But a lot of moms put them in a little baggie. Do you think you're going to save
I think
her
we had dad's baby teeth too.
No, we didn't.
Anyways, I threw them out.
Yeah,
well, I
not,
was going to ask you
I,
what you did with them. Are you going to try to save them? Oh, good. Well, you're a modern mom, right?
Why would you?
I don't know. Everyone is saving them on the radio, and then I'm thinking,
no way.
I saved them. I put them in a little thing. But
Yeah, you did.
Tell everyone what you did with your.
I just
baby
did. I
teeth.
threw them out.
No, you told me on the way here.
Oh, I did use them
See,
for a
she makes
science
stuff
fair
up.
project.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
You
tested,
need to
like,
save a few. Listen to this.
I tested what soda did to teeth. So I put each baby tooth in soda.
Oh.
And
Different
A&W
makes?
root beer. No damage to the baby tooth.
Oh, wow.
So
we
yeah,
should drink
root
that every day.
beer. Root beer is the only soda that doesn't rot your teeth.
As per my 5th grade science fair project.
Amazing.
And Time Magazine,
We got
where I read it. Okay.
we got to try
Because-
Barks root beer then.
Yes. In my day, we used a dog's tooth and we put it in the Coca-Cola.
How'd you get a dog's tooth?
I don't know. It was in class. It was at school. And then we left it there overnight and we come back the next day. It was gone. It
I fear we have
dissolved.
lost the plot.
Well, I wanted to talk about this because I heard it today and I got my teeth cleaned. and,
excited.
I got excited. We're talking about the baby and I'm thinking about the baby and you and
We
know.
always we talk about questions that we're maybe going to ask on the podcast beforehand. And this morning she's like, I got it. Baby teeth.
Yes, baby teeth.
like, all
what
right,
do you
what-
do with baby teeth?
Well, speaking of losing the plot and this continuing that, the reason I found out about the tooth fairy is because I found a bag of goldfish that were okay, this makes me sound I was like 8, okay? I found a bag of goldfish sitting on top of the trash and I could hear that there was still goldfish in it. And so I was like, I'm just gonna eat it. Well, guess what? I had lost my tooth and the tooth fairy had put the tooth into the bag of goldfish.
You ate your own tooth?
And I bit down and I was like, ow. And out comes my tooth. And that's how I found out about the tooth fairy.
Oh,
That she wasn't real?
Yep.
Oh
or that
my
she
God.
loved goldfish.
That she loved goldfish,
I-
of course,
I
for all the
never-
kids listening.
I never told Emma that the tooth fairy wasn't made up.
No, but
No.
I think there was a
Oh,
point
no.
where I would just bring my tooth and be like, $5, please.
Yeah, she would just charge.
Yeah.
It would be more than that sometimes.
Be like, I'll take a 20.
These kids,
You had to learn how to negotiate young in my house.
Oh yeah.
And play Survivor.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So that's interesting, right? So
Are
what
you bringing it back?
Back to the plot.
necessary? But yeah, I'm bringing it back to being a single parent.
There we
Oh,
go.
So,
Yeah,
so you and I are both widows.
Mhm.
So I don't know how you felt, but I
Young
did.
and semi-young.
You're young and I'm semi-young
Yeah.
widows. But I wanted to ask you how you felt about that word widow, because when I became a widow, I kept thinking a widow is an old crabby
totally.
lady wearing all black all the time. That's why you see I'm in navy.
Right, because she doesn't wear black, she wears
I
navy.
wear navy. Now I do wear black.
Black
too. I love-
adjacent.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, what are your feelings about being called a widow
Wait,
and
yeah.
being so young?
Well, I mean, when I knew early on that Tanner was going to die, and so I thought like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a widow at however old I was going to be. I didn't know, but young, and so yeah, I definitely thought about that and feeling like I was like an 80-year-old woman at 24 years old is when Tanner was diagnosed,
Mm.
and I'm like, none of my friends can relate to me
Mm-mm.
because all of their husbands are healthy and. Like, here's my husband fighting terminal cancer at 25.
I wasn't even thinking about a husband at 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still not, I don't think. I don't know.
Sorry, Matt. No, but when Tanner died, I already had some widow friends, and we started calling ourselves the Young Hot Widows of Utah.
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
that.
Take notes, Secret Wives of Mormon Wives. We got
I know.
the Young Hot Widows
Hulu,
of Utah.
let's go.
Yeah. What could top that?
Yeah.
The semi-young widows of Bucks County.
No, Robin's group, they call themselves the W's.
Oh, the
Yeah,
dubs.
and we still do.
The W's.
Yeah.
So you guys don't like the widow word.
Well, they have widowers too.
We have widowers too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
but I've gotten used to it because
W's.
because then I'm thinking, well, maybe it's better to be widowed than divorced
Oh.
in the dating market, which I want to talk about too.
Oh, yeah.
What that's like to be young widow and a semi-young widow, and want to date again.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard of Widow's Fire?
No, but I'd like
Shut
to.
up. You've never heard of Widow's Fire?
No, but I need
No,
to.
what is this?
What is it?
Interesting.
Okay. Well, you had never heard of a hoagie.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
Or a Wawa.
but you're a widow. I'm not a Pennsylvanian or however you say.
Bucks County or Pennsylvania widow
Philly.
or Philly.
So what is widow fire?
Widow fire. I learned about it when I became a widow. It's when you are super highly sexual after becoming widowed.
Oh my goodness.
Because you've
God.
been you don't have your husband, so you don't. I mean, I guess some
I have
could.
never heard that term.
Yep, widow's
I
fire.
wonder if any of my widows in my widow group have.
I mean, they definitely had some
they
widow
had
fire.
it. They had it. I'm not naming names. You guys know who you are. But we had group, a lot. So I got to
So they would talk about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I
talk about
definitely
it.
heard from some widow friends what they would do to deal with their widow's fire.
Wow.
So-
Widow, widow
No wonder-
fire in
no
your loins.
judgment.
The guys always wanted to date me
Yeah, they knew.
because I didn't know about it.
That's so funny.
So are you having that issue? I mean, the guys really want to go out with you? I mean, easy to date, I'm sure.
I don't know if I would say it's easy to date because when a guy finds out that you have a husband who died,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, well, you still love him," and I'm
Oh,
like, "Yeah, I still
but
love
he's
him."
dead.
But he is
he's
dead.
not
I
a
do
threat.
feel like to date a widow or widower, you have to be very secure.
Yes, I agree.
Agreed.
Because they, let's face it, everyone when they die, their family, their spouse, their kids, put them on a pedestal.
Yeah.
They're the favorite automatically. Now, we dealt with this in group where every parent that died in our group, they were the favorite and they were a saint. Well, and I knew they weren't all saints.
Robin was the favorite.
I was the favorite. So
But all the kids would say, like, my dad was my hero. My dad was my hero, And I would always say, my mom is my hero.
and not just,
Because I think it's much easier to be alive than to be the one that died.
Mm.
no,
That-
I
that-
think it's easier to be the one that died.
That's what I just said.
Oh, you
I
said
thought
the other way
You
around.
said it the other way around.
Reverse.
Reverse,
Uno
reverse.
So it's easier to be the one that died
Yes,
because
that is
he
what I
didn't
meant.
have to get her
Yeah.
to school every
Yes.
day,
Yeah.
like I told
That is
you about.
that is what I meant.
and get them through college and deal with all their issues. And we had a lot of issues, and I've dealt with all my widow friends' kids' issues too, because we would talk about it in our group constantly and help each other solve our problems, because all of a sudden you don't have that partner who
Yeah.
really cares about your kids. And it's really hard to find family and friends that are really gonna stick it out with you for the long run. I do have Carol, but,
Oh, Carol, we love you,
I
Carol.
know it, I
But
know
I
it.
think the difference, and I'm just saying this, as
The kid.
the third party to the widows here, the young widow and the semi young widow, like you in dating, we almost wanted a guy who was not going to interfere in my life,
Mm.
who
Mhm.
wasn't going to try to be that involved
Mhm.
with me because
Mhm.
I already had my dad,
Yep.
you know?
And we weren't looking for
And
a new one.
we weren't looking for a new one, right? We weren't
Yeah.
looking for somebody that was gonna take care of me because I didn't want that. But now you're in a very
Yep.
different situation.
Yep.
Because
I
she's a baby.
she's a baby, and I am looking for someone that can step into that role confidently
Yes.
and be her dad and raise her, but also include Tanner in that. And,
Yeah.
talk about Tanner and talk about how Tanner loves her, and so, I mean,
Has to be someone very secure with
very
themselves.
secure with themselves, and I fully acknowledge that, that's not going to be easy to find.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, like Robin's boyfriend now, um, like we filmed our Father's Day, at my dad's grave. He dropped Robin off at the cemetery and he sat in the car and he
No,
waited.
no,
Oh.
that is not totally
Well,
true.
he also took my car
He
and filled it
took
up with
Emma's
gas.
car and test drove it to make sure it's okay. That's
But
what I like
like
using my boyfriends for.
that takes somebody really special to
Yeah.
say, okay, you go do your thing with your kids. You go honor your late husband. I'll pick you up when you're done.
Yeah. Or I
Yeah.
mean, also, if they feel like they can, not be included, participate in that. If they feel like they can also participate in that, I think that's good as well.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah, and again, I think that's the young widow,
Yeah.
semi young widow thing is like, we don't want that. I don't want that
Yeah.
participation.
Yeah, that
And
makes
my
sense.
kids don't want it. And here's the other thing. He doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He would do anything for my kids, me,
Yes.
whatever, but he doesn't like being on screen.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
wants
just
to
the
be.
content side of things.
What does he
Yeah.
call himself?
Oh, he calls himself an NPC,
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
tell everyone what that means,
a
Emma?
non-participating character.
Yep.
That's
Totally
who
know
he
what
is.
Yeah, and usually I think if you say it about somebody, it's an insult.
Yeah.
But he says it about himself, so it's all fair game.
It's
Yeah.
all good. Because, Sam's wife, Jordan, she's all in. We
She's a
put
very
her,
participating character.
Yes, we put her right on.
She's a side character.
And Emma's new boyfriend, Matt.
It's not new.
New of 3 years.
He participates.
Yeah,
He will.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Now, so you and Tanner are making content
Mhm.
together.
Mhm.
Were you guys making content before he was diagnosed?
No, we were not. No.
wow.
Mm-mm. We were full consumers at that point. Full consumers of content, not creators.
So what was the transition between consuming content and being like, hey, we should make
And who
content
came up
about
with the
this?
idea? Was it joint or was it one of you?
It was my idea
Oh, really?
originally, yes. Well, so I had been posting on Instagram because I frankly did not want to answer 100 text messages of updates every day or every
Every
week
day?
or every time there's a doctor's
Yeah.
appointment. And so I was like, I'm just going to post on social media because that's where his friends and family are and they can get the updates from there. Just trying to make it easier on myself and not feel
Right.
so overwhelmed. So I was posting, and then Tanner got sepsis and he was in the
Mm.
hospital for 8 months.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was frankly really boring and really exhausting. So we were trying to just spice it up a little bit, and we made some content and some cancer awareness content in the hospital. And then we started doing things the untraditional way of preparing for end of life, which people frankly don't do. They don't prepare for the end of life. Hardly anyone does.
And you say untraditional, but probably I hate to say that there's a wrong way and a right way, but the fact that you were so prepared for his death and he got to have so many of his wishes, come true in designing the headstone and all that.
Yeah.
And having a baby.
Like
Yeah.
probably the right decision.
I personally feel like it is very helpful to have that. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to do it any other way. And I really try to encourage people to do it as well, because it's a way of taking the weight off, honestly.
Yeah, and it's distraction.
It was distraction.
From
And it was
the
fun.
illness. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to do today? And all that thought process.
Yeah, let's go
took
shop
away
for cemetery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
But it took away all, I'm guessing, but it would me, all the distress and, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Well, we're
Yeah.
making content. We're going to help people. We're going to
Yes.
put it out there and make someone laugh, but also show them how you can get through this.
Yeah, which like making people laugh. Tanner, like I said earlier, he loved being the center of attention. He loved being the spotlight, and he loved making people laugh. And so we did that a lot with our content. I was really passionate about like bringing awareness to something that not a lot of people do, because I want people to do it.
And
So
in order to do that, though, you guys really had to accept his death
yeah. Mm-hmm.
a while beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started utilizing a death doula 2 years before he
Oh.
died. Yeah, have you heard of that?
No.
No.
What is it? What is a
Yeah.
death doula?
So you're familiar with a birth doula, someone
Yeah.
that helps the child be born. A death doula helps someone die.
Wow.
Yeah. So our death doula, her name's Cammie. Love her. She's great. We're friends still.
Oh,
we
that's
hang
so
out.
amazing.
Well, yeah, because she was in your guys' life
Yeah.
together for quite
So
a while.
what did Cammie do?
So she helps with all the non-medical things of dying.
Mm.
So do you remember all the paperwork you had to do when Mark died?
Vaguely.
Okay, because it's a
all like,
lot.
I know
Yeah,
it's like
probably a blur. Yeah.
But I was helped by the funeral home helped me.
Good.
And Carol.
Oh, Carol. Yeah, so she helped with like all of the paperwork. She helped with the funeral planning, like giving us ideas of what other people have done. She was the one that inspired the celebration of life that we had before Tanner died.
I love that idea.
That is such a great idea.
Yeah. So
Will you
loved
share that with our audience?
Yeah, what we did.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
celebration of life
Yeah.
before he died. So he got
Yes.
to enjoy his own celebration of life.
Yes, and he again, center of attention, loved it.
Did he give a speech?
He did not give a speech, but he dressed up in a suit and tie. We like showed up in a limo and there was a red carpet. It was a movie premiere of his life story.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's about a 50-minute video
Oh my goodness.
that we had like made. They came over and interviewed Tanner, showed videos and pictures in it. So yeah, it was like a movie premiere of his life story. And we showed up in a limo, dressed up, and we had all of the fans on the sides of the red carpet, which were our family and friends, just cheering and like, oh my gosh, with their video cameras and stuff. And yeah, it was beautiful. And we loved it.
Sounds
That's so
wonderful.
amazing and such a special memory
Yeah.
for you to have of that, like, what usually is such a terrible,
Yeah.
hard time to create fun memories.
Yeah.
And
it was
it's
fun.
sad that people miss all the wonderful things that people say about him after they're dead.
Yes, I
Yeah.
hear that
You
a
know.
lot from people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I remember when my friend passed away and we went to the service. It was in a theater.
Yes.
And I said to Emma, well, do this exact thing for me, but do it before I die so I can see it. Because,
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to experience
Yeah, you want to
it.
hear
I
whatever
want to hear all this good stuff.
Absolutely.
Because,
All the
like I
attention.
said, when a person dies, all of a sudden they're really great.
So drop everything that you love about Robin in the comments.
Yeah.
So I can see it now.
Celebration of life right now.
Celebrate life every day.
Every day we do, don't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah.
Now, we like to do this segment sometimes here at
Mhm.
Laughs After Loss. We like to do a little talking to the dead where we bring in our Ouija board. We hopefully bring in Tanner.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can we do
Let's
it?
freaking
Yeah,
do
all right,
it.
do it.
Welcome to our segment, Talking to the Dead. Today's guest, hopefully, Tanner.
From Shay and Tanner.
Let's.
You want to put a hand on?
Oh,
gotta put a hand on.
Oh,
hand on.
okay.
And then don't move
Okay,
it.
we only want good spirits, no bad spirits. We would
gotta
like to.
move it.
to
We're
get-
really looking for
We're
Tanner.
really looking for Tanner. Okay. Tanner, are you here?
Emma, did you move that?
No, I really didn't.
I swear I didn't. Did you move
No,
that?
I didn't touch it at all.
Tanner's here.
Tanner's here.
What do you want to ask
Shay, would you
him?
like to ask him a question?
Are you dating anybody?
You know, you took that question out of my head.
Oh.
He says goodbye.
Goodbye. He doesn't want to talk
He's like,
about
bye.
dating.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
goodness.
we'll release him.
Okay.
We'll release him.
Okay.
Tanner doesn't want to talk if he's dating anybody.
Okay.
See, and I'm letting Mark date whoever he wants. I've made that very
Yeah, Tanner
out
can date
there.
whoever he wants.
Tanner, you can date whoever you want.
whoever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Polygamy.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I said that to Mark. Date 10, 12. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You're dead.
Yeah.
Have a great time.
That is so funny. Are you dating anybody? Goodbye.
Bye.
Is that his personality?
I mean, he's very quick-witted. So
That was
that
funny.
was quick.
Yeah.
That was very
quick.
funny.
Yeah.
You want to try anything else?
You were talking about how you have a lot of widow friends.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all young?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
semi-young.
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 But I mean, I was thinking like 20s, 30s.
Yes. Yeah. They're
Really?
There
most of
are?
them are between the ages of like 24 and like 40.
Wow.
And so
40?
how'd you
Yeah.
get
Your
Wow.
age.
how'd you
Yeah.
get connected with that group? Because it's not super common that you run into a young widow every day.
Yeah, so there's an Instagram group that was already like running when Tanner died, and I think it's called Hot Young Widows of Utah, basically. And there's a good group in there. There's probably like 26 to 30
Wow.
girls. There's
Wow.
been a lot more added. But yeah, and we just started going to dinners.
And now, do you talk to them? We talked a lot in my group between the differences in a sudden death
Oh, yes.
versus something like Tanner.
Oh, yeah. We talk about that. That is a very common topic
Yeah.
in
With my group too.
Yeah.
So let's tell each other what was the answer. What do most women think, or guys too? Which is worse, the sudden
which is worse?
or the
I think you can't even compare them.
Yeah, I don't think it's comparable.
I think they are so different.
So
and
we think the sudden's worse. My group. Because
and in my group,
we didn't have any time to prepare. We just
Yeah.
but in my group, we said, oh, we wouldn't have wanted to not say goodbye. And then it was like, oh, well, we wouldn't have wanted to see our person
Slowly die. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that
Yeah.
there's
You're right,
there's
Emma.
so much weight with
Either
both.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So I went to a widow conference someplace in Utah, and we had that discussion, and the people with the sudden losses were like, I wouldn't have wanted a slow loss. And I feel like I wouldn't have wanted a sudden loss because I was able to say goodbye.
Find out where the passwords are for the computer.
Yes, we like made a document. Like
No,
we
seriously.
Yeah.
we prepared. I literally made a document of passwords because I knew that was something that I would have to deal
Yes.
with. So we did a lot of preparing, and
Do
that
you
was
have
such a
Tanner's
huge
phone?
blessing. Yes, it actually puts Amy Lou to sleep every night.
That is so sweet.
I was just gonna ask what you do with it.
Yeah, so it's in Amy Lou's room. Tom and Kim, Tanner's parents, still pay for it every month. So we can
Wow.
see him on Find My Friends. He shows up on Find My Friends. And then it like sings to her every night, the Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's a way of Tanner
That
participating.
is very
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
you
right,
do
Emma?
so many amazing things
You really
to
do.
Thank
keep
you.
his memory alive.
I wasn't
We
good
all
at
try.
that.
But I mean,
But you're-
especially
yeah.
older.
yeah, especially for your daughter to grow up and have that connection with her dad that she didn't really get to know.
Yeah.
And it's so nice that you're close to his family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
We are
really
close.
helps too.
Yeah. Kim is watching her right now while I'm
That is-
here.
That's so great.
Yeah.
It's so great
Yeah.
because that gives her that other side of the family that,
Yeah.
isn't real. I think it's really important.
Agreed.
What would you say is your biggest piece of advice to a young widow, not semi-young? Just a
Do I get to tell the semi-young stuff?
no.
No. Let's see. Biggest piece of advice to young widows. Probably not to compare your timeline to other people's timelines,
Mm.
especially with the difference of sudden loss to like a slow loss. you just like can't compare what your grief looks like. You can't compare who's like when you're ready to date compared to other widows. It's so
Right.
different from widow to widow
And widower to widower.
and widower to
Because I had them in
widower.
my group, and they
Yeah.
would date immediately.
Yeah. It's so different for everybody. And so you really just can't compare.
Yeah.
And I think I learned that very early on from one of my widow friends, and it was really helpful for me. Just don't compare it.
Right.
Yeah.
And how do you feel? Are people comfortable coming up to you, and your friends too,
Mhm.
and talking about Tanner? Or is there anybody who doesn't want to talk to you or doesn't know what to say to you? Do you ever get that feeling?
I definitely get that feeling. There are friends that I know love me and love Tanner, but they are so their grief is really fresh with Tanner. My grief has been for over 5 years.
Right.
And so it's not new. It's not fresh for me. And so I can tell it's their discomfort with their own grief, and it doesn't have to do with me, if that makes sense.
Yes, it doesn't have anything to do with you. I feel like
Yeah.
people sometimes, they don't know what to say to us.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to mention Mark to me because they're afraid it might upset me.
Yeah.
Where we really love to talk about
Yeah,
Mark.
I
Yeah,
love
I
talking about
mean,
Tanner.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I think that all of us are in a different position than most people who have lost somebody, right? Because we put our grief right out there online and we
Mhm.
show that we are obviously very comfortable talking about our
Yes.
loved ones
Yes.
And we want to
and we
hear
and
about
we
our loved ones.
and we want
Yeah.
to, you know.
It keeps them alive
Absolutely.
in our
right.
life. Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
And so I think the biggest piece of advice isn't necessarily even to grievers, but I think it's to people that know somebody that have lost someone. That even if you're not posting your grief online,
Mhm.
everybody wants to hear about their loved one.
Yeah. Just
And
talk about them. Just
yeah,
ask about
and
them.
even if it makes them upset, it's like there is so much value in keeping that person's memory alive.
I totally agree. 100%.
And when the baby grows up, her daddy's famous, her mama's famous, and her daddy, and so many people love her daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, you love it that people love your dad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah.
People come
Yeah.
up to me, I love Mark.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, you should have met him. No.
Yeah, you should have met him. You should have seen all the laundry and oh my God, all the stuff, right, Emma?
Yeah, all the
Well,
stuff.
I mean, talking about putting people on a pedestal, I definitely I've seen that happen with Tanner and with viewers, and I'm not going to disparage Tanner, but he wasn't perfect.
No, no
Absolutely.
one
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd say in the widow group. I would be like, come on, you guys. These people weren't, saints.
Yeah.
They were people.
Yeah.
But we tend to make them saints when they die.
And I
Yeah.
think we have to remember, death is the end for all of us.
Yeah.
Just because somebody died doesn't mean that they were the, perfect human being.
Yeah.
And I think that we're also very sensitive to grievers in that way too.
Yeah.
I had a friend who in ninth grade, he wanted to break up with his middle school girlfriend. And he goes, well, I can't break up with her. Her dad died 2 months ago. It's like, you can,
Yeah. Yeah.
Life goes
just
on.
because her
Yeah.
dad
Make
died.
her life worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because her dad died doesn't mean
Yeah.
she's not still a person.
Yeah.
You still owe her a breakup.
Yeah.
And I mean, how long are you going to go with her?
Right.
Years?
Feeling
oh,
bad.
I
Yeah.
can't break
Can't
up.
break up
guess
with
I'll
her.
have to marry her
Yeah.
now. And he was doing her no favors.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think putting our loved ones who have died on a pedestal, but also putting grievers on a pedestal
Yeah.
as
And
well.
giving credit where credit's due, like Emma says.
Well, you just want to be told you're the best.
Well,
My mom used to say she's not a single parent. She used to say she was an only parent.
Oh, yes. Solo parent.
yes.
Yep.
Yes.
How has being a solo parent been for you with such a young one?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had a lot of support. Had and have. I say had because I lived in Utah with my parents, and so I didn't really feel like I felt the solo parent until I moved to Arizona by myself, and then I was like,
And you knew you were going to be a solo parent, right?
yeah, I did. Yep, I knew. I mean, because I knew Tanner was gonna die.
Yeah.
Right.
So I knew that I would be by myself for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And like it's exhausting because when you're a single parent, for the most part, there's another parent that the kid goes to sometimes, so you have a break.
Exactly.
With a solo parent, there's
No break.
no one. Yeah.
Everything's
break.
on you.
Yes.
You got to budget. You got to get the dinner, the breakfast.
There's never a break.
There's never a break. And then
the salmon and the broccoli.
Yes.
I was telling Shay last night about salmon and broccoli every single night
5
for
days
dinner.
a week.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how it went down.
That's how it
And then
happened.
Here we are now. Now
I like salmon.
Well, she likes salmon, and I'm doing this podcast with her. Like my job is never done.
It all
Your
works
job
out.
will never be done.
Yep, job is never done.
Can you
Never.
talk to us a little bit about the decision to have a baby with Tanner before his passing?
Oh yeah, that was a controversial one with the world, not with my family or anything. But Tanner wanted so badly to be a dad, and I always wanted to be a mom. I didn't think it was going to be in this circumstance.
Yeah.
But yeah, we decided to have Amy Lou because we knew that she would have so much love.
Yeah.
Because our families are so incredibly supportive and are obsessed with Amy Lou.
Oh, I bet.
Like that girl gets so much love, and
I bet she's so amazing for Tanner's parents to have.
She is like, yeah. I don't know how we would have done it without her. And that does feel selfish to say, like, I don't know how we would do it without her, but also she gets so much love. And I worried a lot about the maternal figure of like, well, because I'm a therapist, like I worried about like not having her dad present, how that would affect her. But she has so many like my dad, Tanner's dad, my siblings, present in her life that just love her and are there for her. So we took that into consideration as well, all the love that she would have. And then we did everything we could to make Tanner a part of her life after he died. So yeah, it was a big decision.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we love her.
And you could do it. You had the strength, you had the resources, you could do it. Not everyone can do that. I don't want anyone to feel guilty if they can't do it.
Well, I don't think I always had the strength, but I had a lot of support.
I think you did have the strength.
Oh, well, thank you.
Right, because we don't know that we have the strength until you're forced into it.
Yeah, you are forced into it, that's for sure.
I didn't think I could be an only parent.
Yeah.
And people say
was not
a
in my
lot.
game plan.
I was saying to somebody recently, like, people say a lot, like, I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, oh, I could never do that. And it's like, no, you can't imagine, but you could.
Until you're in it, then you just do it.
Then you just do it. You don't think like, oh, I'm being strong. You're like, you just, you live.
Yeah.
And I had a good assistant. I had Emma. She assisted me all the way.
I was like,
She was 14, and she assisted me with everything from helping me with my mother to helping me raise Sam.
Sam,
who was older
at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he needed
He needed some pushes.
He needed some help.
Yeah.
And Emma became, and I'm sorry if I leaned on a 14, 15, 16-year-old, but
Big mommy and little mommy is what we call ourselves.
We had animals to deal with.
We did it all.
And so, like you said, Emma, those out there, you can do it. You'll rise to the occasion, when you need to.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Yeah.
We're stronger than we think we are.
I do agree with that. I think we are stronger than we think we are. I don't really like that we have to experience the things we did to know.
I don't either.
No.
But we all have a story, right?
Yeah.
And life's a journey, and who knows where it's going to take us.
Who knows? Shay, Pennsylvania might end up in Pennsylvania with us.
Yeah.
Shay,
and a Ouija board.
This has been so much fun.
It has been.
We like to end every episode with Robin's words of wisdom. So what do you got for us today?
Well,
and please don't say baby teeth.
After our conversation, I was thinking, I think that we all need to be advocates for ourselves.
Okay.
What do you think, Emma?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Because of what Tanner went through, and others go through, we've got not just medically, but in all situations in life. We can't wait for someone else to do it for us. We've got to do it.
How do you do it?
I don't know.
You just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah,
how do you do it? I don't know the answer to that.
How do you do it? Nike. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. No, I think that, you've got to get a little inner strength and
Yeah.
advocate for ourselves.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's someone that'll advocate for us and
Yeah.
you as well, right, Emma?
Absolutely. Having people around you and, you were talking about that support system
Yeah. Agree.
to help you advocate for yourself
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah, and then we were talking about getting diagnosed so young,
Mhm.
and no one really listens to young people. They
Yep.
say, "Well, you're too young for anything bad to happen."
Yeah.
I mean, I know because I went through it with Sam and Emma, that both of them needed a colonoscopy young. Sam
Mhm.
at 21, and the doctors didn't want to give it to him.
Mhm.
But I
But
was
we
the
got it.
we got it. I was the advocate. But
Mhm.
I want people to be strong, and you don't always have someone that can advocate, be your advocate. You've
Yeah.
gotta take the rein and,
You just keep doing it until someone listens.
right,
Yep.
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, thank you so much
Yeah.
for
Thank
being on the
you.
podcast and flying out here to
Yes.
to Philly to be with us
Oh, it's
today.
so fun.
It's been so amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you all for listening. This has been another episode of Laughs After Loss. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you're supposed to do. And we will see you next time on Laughs After Loss.
Bye.
Bye.